Alright, this is Sprint 5, and today we're gonna look at the game mode for the Elemental Nexus, which is a story mode of the story of Elnex, and um, I'm gonna quickly show what the game is looking like, and then I'll go over how the code is looking like. First off, um, I have to choose between three decks, three options of rock, paper, or scissors. I'm gonna go with rock for this example, and I'm gonna start with level 1. Basically, when I choose a deck, I get my corresponding elements, which is water and magic for this instance. Um, and I have this survivor rule that if my hand is empty, then I lose, and if I want to stay in the game, I need to draw more cards. Okay, I'm gonna start level 1. So as you can see, in the background there is a slide animation. It's like a retro Vive animation that is in the background. That's kind of like giving us the feel um, of how the game, um, the magic world might feel like. Um, so since I'm playing a rock deck, I have the probability of winning this matchup pretty high because only cards he has is scissors and elements associating with scissors, so fire, darkness. So if I play rock, then well, he has fire, so he does have a chance of winning, but I have most of the elements um, that is of better favor. So if I play water, it's a tie. So I draw a new card, which is a magic. Okay, magic and darkness, I win. Alright. Magic and fire, I win. So if I play rock, okay, he has fire. Okay, I need to be careful with that. So I have three magic. So um, looks like I won that. So I'm gonna go with level 2 next, which is the mirror match. And this is gonna be a little harder because he's gonna have the same exact deck. So I need to be careful of playing cards that would win against his water magic, which is also magic wins rock. So those will be my upper favor cards. But in terms of the game, I also have a discard pile that I've put in this side that will tell us what cards we have played so far. This is our graveyard and this is the enemy's graveyard. So these are like kind of the discard pile, and this is great for players to look at to make strategic decisions on what cards has been played, because if you see on the top left there is the number of cards that's left in the deck, and as we know there's 10 of each card, so 30 in total. So if, let's say if he has played a lot of water, then I know that he doesn't have much water cards in his hand, so I'm more safe to play um, cards like magic, which water would win example. So that's how the game works. And the discard pile is updated every time we play the game. All right. Um, Now for the code. Um, if we go under game.html, you can see that the HTML file is pretty basic because I split it into two JavaScript files. The HTML is uh, just the scaffolding for the website, which holds the game styles, or and um, also the game.js and the story.js. So if we go to the very top, then you can see the welcome statement right here, and it's asking you to choose one of the containers. It's just a button to choose between rock, paper, or scissors, and also I have a um, also I have a uh, game wrapper that would deciding on what button I text, on what answer it will give. And also on the top left, of course, starts with 30 decks but then deals 5 card, so it automatically goes to 25 when we play the game. Also, very important part, I felt like to put the discard pile on the game.html because it's the same thing for every game, every round. So it was more convenient for me to put it in the HTML page. So I have in the battle history, your graveyard, and the enemy graveyard, and it's just pulling off from this div class. Let's go to game.js. Um, this is where all the game logic stays. This is the win tie ratio between all the cards. So this gives all the relation between any cards played. So if you play rock and I play scissors, then I'm surely going to lose against rock. So it's set up in an order so it follows that game rule. Um, and as we go more um, more further down, you can see that every time you play a card, th- after you click on the item, then the card is revealed. Same thing for the opponent. The card is hidden the for our opponent, so we can see what their card is. But once um, we play our card, their card is revealed at the same time. This is the shuffle of giving you random card out of the 10, but of course not more than um, um, more than what is in the deck of 30 cards. So that's the shuffle, and you draw a card of one each every time you win or tie. And also you have a place where the resolve is done, which is this function right here, and a bunch of functions that handles the game, and also which gives the text on win, lose, or tie in the bottom of the screen. And these are all render and game logic for the game. If we go to the story.js, this is how I have divided the game so that if there's something I want to add on to the game, I don't have to copy the game logic to every scenes. I can just go ahead and build on top of the story.js. So here, this is the function where anytime you choose the first initial deck, it'll give you the adjacent elements, and as a choice of the player, this is what message would be changed in terms of what element between rock paper scissors they choose. um, and this is the fun part. I would say is a great stretch that I was able to make was the animation in the background. A very simple way to do it was just to add a GIF. I can show you here at the very bottom that I have a placeholder for the GIF, which is basically a compressed animation loop, um, which is very it's not as big as a video, so it's very condensed. It doesn't have much space, so it doesn't bug with the code as much. When you have it just works as a PNG. Sometimes it's even smaller than a PNG in terms of space or size, so that's really good for subtle animations for a game like those, for story mode games. So when we go further, so we have the three game text that it displays every time new level is arrived, and the level at least of course goes harder and harder as you win more games. And we have the starting battle function and the game over handle. This is morely to make sure that the game is restarted in the same level as they start. Because every time you win a game, it's a checkpoint. So it just handles that function and that idea on it. And this is the placeholder for the GIF um, and all the different functions that holds all the um, different elements, and responding to the buttons clicked, it displays the right terms and messages. So this is a quick way of making a story mode, and fun part about this is you can play the story mode with your friends, like a speed run. So you can try to beat all the levels as fast as you can, and kind of challenge yourself to think faster than your friends, and you can have a high score record. And this is morely based so that you can play in a speed run basis. Of course, with the graveyard, and then the choice of your card does matter as well. So this is a fun way to turn the game into a skill based game. Um, and that should be all for this video.